You gotta love vampires. Ugh, I mean, of all monsters and mythological creatures, vampires have covered the most. They have lasted the longest. They have been reinvented more than any other creature. They've got great stuff, they've got horrible stuff, they got almost everything in between, okay? I love vampires. I hate that I do, but I do. I think for a lot of reasons that other people do. They are the sad, conflicted, romantic, powerful, charming, depressed, timeless and aged creatures. Ugh, they are so much fun, and if you do it right, they can be a lot of fun for a lot of different ages depending on your story. And our story is about the little vampire. Now, there was an old movie, like a live action movie, and I think like 2000 that I saw as a kid. And honestly, if you didn't see it as a kid and you have no like funny Halloween nostalgia, you would not enjoy this movie. It's so dumb and corny. But because I did and because I do, yeah, I can rewatch it while feeling like a little kid again. But no, it's a pretty terrible movie that apparently is based off a European book. Why not? And I only care now because in 2017, they remade the story into an animated feature. Yay! I actually did a video years ago saying I was going to watch it, but then forgot. But no, during quarantine, I found the little gem on Netflix, and I might be exaggerating, though I am not using the word literally incorrectly when I say it is literally a dream come true, for the most part. How? Well, yeah, from just the poster, my dream was a good animated film about two boys who, kind of fall in love and such like that, and one's a vampire, so, magical shenanigans be about. And yeah, surprised me enough, this movie was mostly that. Yeah, I was prepared for all the annoying cliche that, cheap animated movies would do. And this movie is not free of them, but it does avoid easy mistakes. And for that, I give respect to. I really, really do. And I give respect to other things about it. The animation is much better than I was hoping for. I mean, yeah, the cover looked good, but they could have just, thrown some glitter on top of that. But no, the vampires and their world, oh, so pretty. So pretty. But really, the vampires' outfits, whew, amazed me. The little details on them, the shine on their buttons, the way their clothes were designed with all these little stitches. Oh my god, their shoes. Ugh. I don't usually care about shoes, but I love how they made these vampires look like metal rock stars. Oh, it's like a wonderful thing about vampires that I love. You could have them in period pieces, or you could have them look like metal rock stars and all gothic. Whew, kind of love when it's a mix in between, and this movie does that so well. And instead of turning into bats, the vampires kind of just float and fly everywhere, and it's done really well. The movie was marketed as 3D, and usually that annoys me, but this flying was done so well. Like, our main character, a little vampire named Rudolph, I don't know, he just kind of like runs and bounces against the walls fast, but not too fast, so you can't really pay attention to it, and just kind of like goes up and under crevices and cracks, and it's done so nicely. Ugh, it's a treat. Ugh, so lovely. Okay, so what is the plot? Apparently, it's Rudolph's birthday. He's gonna be 13 for the 300th time. He's bored. Okay, it's very obvious that he likes his family. He's got a big brother, a little sister. He's got a dad who's way overprotective and old-fashioned, and a mom who doesn't really say much. And yeah, he likes his family, and he's a pretty happy kid, but he's just really bored that apparently his family never lets him out of the catacombs. But there are a lot of little funny instances, like when his sister says, "Hey, mom wants you to try this on to see if it needs altering." And she's like, does she think I gained weight with our diet? Oh. And when his big brother, who, wants to get on out, those darn teenage angst and all that, is fighting with their dad, his dad's like, "You will listen to me or I will ship you off to Siberia." And then, like, the oldest son kind of pouts off, and the wife kind of comes up and she's just nodding her head, and the dad's like, I mean it this time." It's like, "I know, dear, I know." It's cute, it's funny. Like, the worst crime about this movie is how cute it turns out to be. Oh. So, shenanigans happen. There's a vampire hunter. The vampire hunter, one note, very little. He's a slapstick thing and he's mean, but blech, awful. He is like so boring. If anything else happened in this movie, yes, he kicks off the adventure plot of the movie, but I am just kind of like waiting for him to get off the screen every time he shows up. His assistant, I actually do feel pity for. Now, yeah. Does the assistant fall into that trap of, yeah, oh, you're going to turn friends with the vampires and realize you want to change your perspective and all that? You know, he doesn't exactly join the vampires, but yeah, through like the middle of the film, he starts to stand up for himself a little bit more. And it's like, okay, yeah, this is not the job I wanted. You're just a really bad boss, okay? It's fun. Oh, and as time would allow it, there's also an American family. Yes, there is an American family. This movie's apparently Dutch, but honestly, with the way the lips go, you would think it was recorded in English originally. Maybe it's just really good syncing. Anyway, so yeah, this American family, you know, parents and a son, they came to Germany, and it's not implied in any way the parents brought their kid all the way out here just to show their vampire-interested kid some castle. I think it's more, oh, we're doing a family trip in Europe, so we might as well, you know, just do this for our kid. We'll stop by this one castle before we go camping. And the kid has a pretty good relationship with his parents. And I really like this kid, Tony. He's not overly anxious and hyped up on sugar, bugging the hell out of his parents. I mean, he bugs them a little by talking about vampires, but it's in a normal kid range. And he's not so sad and insecure and all that and like, you know, a wimp trying to prove himself like so many movies make it. Ugh. No, he seems to have a good amount of self-esteem and he seems to have a pretty good relationship with his parents. Yeah, they joke with each other, they enjoy time with each other. It's nice. It's not totally opposite to Rudolph's family. It's just nice. So yeah, shenanigans happen again. The American family ends up in a very silly castle/hotel with this very silly, like vampire-phobic German host, and they make the accents really bad on the host to emphasize their silliness. They don't do that for the vampires, which thank goodness. They try to do those accents like in Hotel Transylvania. But no. And one of the other things I really like about this movie, like top 3, is that Tony is really good at pointing out when the adults say stupid things. Like, okay, yeah, they have a lot of garlic around their house. Maybe they use it for cooking. It's like, Dad, people don't carry garlic for cooking around their, like, you know, chest and all that. And what about the crosses? Like, Tony is a very happy and, like, he's not an annoyingly smart-ass kind of kid. He's just kind of pointing out, no, that's dumb. And it gets even better because, you know, the vampire hunter, he chases the vampires. Rudolph is pretty good at, you know, helping his family get away. It's a lot more complicated, but he's pretty good and actually does impress his family. It's like, wow, you handled that better than we expected. Anyway, Rudolph is separated. He runs into Tony. And, you know, Tony is reasonably freaked out, but then he's like, I'm scared, but you were also so awesome. And Rudolph, in a split second, is like, ugh, you are a weird little human. How many times are you going to scream? It's like, I don't know if I'll stop. They just like click like that. It is so cute. Oh my God. And for the rest of the movie, yeah, they become fast friends because, I don't know, it might just be the vampire history and all that, but Rudolph is very charming. He, you know, there are a lot of very intimate touches and smiles between the boys that is so cute. And maybe it's just his cocky personality, but you can't help but ship these kids, especially while they're holding hands while flying. Yep. Tony, like, he comes up with some silly ways that are actually very similar to, like, the live-action movie. I was surprised, but then I have to remember, wait, this is a book. I really wish I didn't know the live-action version existed at this point, but I'm just enjoying the heck out of the movie. It's so cute. Now, there are little things here and there where they're trying to be funny and it's not funny, but I'm so partaken by how the characters have dignity. It's so rare in kids-made movies. Yeah, the characters have dignity. They actually like and care about each other. They're just cute little sibling bickers between Rudolph and both of his siblings, his grumpy big brother, and his smart but also very graceful little sister. Ugh. Anna is very precious. She is. She uses her vampire eyes to, you know, make Tony fall in love with her, and Rudolph's just in the back rolling his eyes. But yeah, Tony just like welcomes himself into the vampire family, not in an obnoxious way, just in more of a, okay, yeah, this kid has high self-esteem and is polite enough to be cool with the family. Like he knows how to read them and kind of tells them what they want to hear and all that. It's very cute. It's like, okay, yeah, this kid, yeah, you kind of do want to hang out with him. And like Johnny in Hotel Transylvania, who is just super extra all the time, this kid is, just happy. He's just kind of happy to be hanging out with these guys because he's always like been interested in vampires and he just has basic manners. It's cute, okay? Him and Rudolph are a fun team. Anna, when she jumps in on them, it's really fun because she's like, she kind of acts like the tag-along little sister, but Tony genuinely seems to like her, even when she's not using the magic thing. So, yeah, they would be a fun little troop to root for. I almost want an animated series of these three kids doing some adventures, okay? I really do. Like, at the end of this movie, I was like, it's over? No, I want more. I really do. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying the style of it. I was enjoying the pacing. Yeah. It is really cute. And again, top 3 reasons. The surprising amount of dignity, the animation's really good, and Tony and Rudolph are very shippable. Just the intimate ways they stare at each other, just the way that they're not afraid to hug. It's just really, really cute. It's not like, I don't know, maybe it's because this movie is European, they aren't so scared of, making their characters seem affectionate. If it's just friends can hug and show support. But yeah, I feel like if this was an American show, they would try really hard to be like, dude, bro, and punch each other in the shoulder and stuff and try to separate it instead of all the sweet affection that these two boys shared. So yeah, I ship it anyway just because the way they like just have eyes between each other is so cute. It's been 3 years since the movie came out, and apparently, yeah, there isn't going to be a series or a sequel. But darn it, would I enjoy the heck out of something like that with these characters and their personalities, because it was all done really well. Do I recommend it for people who like Halloween stuff? I do, I really do. I have a 5-year-old niece who really loves watching Scooby-Doo, like even the scary like Zombie Island Scooby-Doo. So yeah, for like kids that like Halloween stuff, I would totally recommend this. For animation fans, make some exceptions for the goofiness, and yeah, you'll get a really good looking movie. Yeah, the detailing is very, very nice. It makes sense. Tony's big blue eyes again. Rudolph's snarky little smirks and such like that. And when his black eyes are all sensitive. And the detail with his family's jackets. I cannot get over the vampire's clothing. It is so good. So yeah, there are a lot of things about this movie that I would love a series for. I would. But yeah, do I recommend it for any vampire fan? No. I think it's more like a gateway vampire movie. But yeah, there are a lot of things about this movie I liked very, very much. So for me, I give it a very strong B+, maybe an A- if I was really giving it a soft curve. Because it does have those dents where it's not funny and all that, but it is more self-aware than a lot of other movies, and the characters are much more graceful about a lot of problems. So that's why I like it, and that's why I recommend it. Yay, good animation!